Hi Transition, it's Ms Shimshock. How are you doing? I decided to do another video. This time I decided to do a yoga video so we could do a yoga practice together. So all you need is comfortable clothes and no shoes required. You could have bare feet, which is lovely. If you have a yoga mat, bring out your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, it's not necessary at all to have a yoga mat, okay? So just meet me on your, maybe your bedroom floor or your TV room floor, and we'll practice some yoga together today, okay? So we're gonna start in a comfortable cross-legged seat, okay? And we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Our head is above our heart and our heart is above our hips. And we're sitting up nice and tall. Our shoulders are away from our ears. And we're gonna start by taking 3 big breaths. So bring your arms out to the side with the palms up. Take a big inhale, reach up. Maybe look up and exhale. Lower those arms down. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe look up, exhale, lower the arms down. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe gazing up at those thumbs, exhale, lower the arms down. This time, I want you to extend this right arm up and over, place the right palm on the left ear, and gently press the right ear towards the right shoulder. We're stretching out the left side of the neck. You could also extend this left arm long and reach those fingertips, those left fingertips. If you reach those fingertips, you'll feel a deeper stretch on the left side of your neck. So we're just going to hold it here for a few breaths. You could even move that chin around a little bit and looking for that spot where we hold our tension. Once you find it, just hold there and breathe. One more breath. And we're gonna release this right arm and lower this right hand down, switching sides. Reach this left arm up and over, place the left palm on the right ear, gently press the left ear to the left shoulder, extend this right arm out to the side, the right fingertips hitting the floor or the mat, and we're stretching out this right side out of our neck. You can move this chin around, looking for that spot where we hold our tension. And when you find it, just breathing into that spot. And one more breath. And we're gonna release this left arm and lower this left arm down. Nice job. Now we're just going to do some gentle twists using our breath. So we're going to take an inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, twisting to the right. So that left hand comes to the outside of the right leg, and that right hand comes behind us, behind our right hip. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg, and that left hand comes back behind us, behind our left hip, okay? Here we go, inhale, reach and extend those arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Use that right hand behind you to help you deepen your twist a little bit, pushing those right fingertips into the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Use those left fingertips. Press those left fingertips into the floor and it will help you deepen your twist. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower those arms. Nice job, transition. Okay, one more seated. We're gonna inhale and reach the arms up, and exhale, lower those arms down, lower those fingertips down, keeping the bottom on the mat or on the floor. Keep that bottom down, and you're just gonna walk those fingertips forward, lowering that head, gazing down at the floor of the mat, just stretching out the back. Couple breaths. Now keep the arms extended, keep the bottom on the floor, and let's walk those hands over to the right, bringing the chest over that right thigh. Keep the bottom down. Keep looking down with your face, looking at your leg, looking at the mat. Keep extending with those arms and breath here. Keep the arms extended, and we're gonna walk those arms and those fingertips all the way over to the left, bringing that chest over the left thigh, keeping the bottom down, looking down. Keep extending with those fingers and those arms, and let's take a breath here. And let's lift the head and chest. We're gonna bring those hands back to center and start walking those hands back. Very nice job. We're gonna come into a tabletop. So I'm gonna come into a tabletop from the side. I may have to, at different times, move forward so I could show you at a different angle. So we're in tabletop. Our wrists are gonna stay directly below our shoulders, and our knees are going to stay directly under our hips, okay? And I have my toes untucked, so the top of my feet are on the mat, okay? So we're gonna go into cow and cat. And cow and cat is going to warm up our spine and our core. So we're gonna take an inhale, drop the belly down towards the mat, lift the head and chest up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing into the palms. Exhale, round the back like a cat, press the mat away, bring your chin into your chest, those arms stay straight. Inhale to cow, drop the belly down, lift the chin and the chest up. Exhale to cat, round the back, press the mat away, chin to chest. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. One more time, inhale. Cow, exhale, cat, and come to a flat back. Nice job. We're gonna come into our first downward facing dog. So we're gonna tuck our toes, lift our knees, and press our hips up to the ceiling, okay? So our heels don't have to hit the mat. If our heels are lifted, that's okay. If there's a tiny bend in our knees, that's okay too. Our goal in downward facing dog is to press the heels down towards the mat, but the heels don't have to come to the mat. We're gonna make sure that our hands are shoulder distance apart and our feet are hips distance apart, okay? We're gonna look back at our legs, and we're just gonna start to bend and stretch. We're gonna bend, maybe do a little twist when we bend. We're warming up and stretching out the backs of our legs, our hamstrings. Maybe doing a little twist and just warming up the sides of our body, okay? Let's come back to a still downward facing dog. Take an inhale, come high up on those tippy toes, press those hips up high to the ceiling, and exhale, lower the heels down to the mat. Inhale, come up high on those tippy toes, lift those hips. Exhale, press the heels down to the mat. One more time, inhale, come up high on those tippy toes, lift those hips high in the air. and exhale. Press those heels down to the mat. We're gonna lower those knees. And we're gonna come back into tabletop. I'm gonna show you one quick thing that you can do to stretch out the wrists and the hands. I'm just gonna turn this way. Sometimes with yoga, it hurts our wrists because we're on the palms of our hands like this all the time. So a nice quick stretch that you could do is you can flip the hands around so the fingers are pointing back to you, and then we're just gonna lean back a little bit, and you should feel a stretch in your forearms and in your wrists. And we'll come back forward. We're gonna flip our palms around so the fingers face forward. This time, we're going to come onto the backs of the hands. So the fingers are pointing towards my legs. Come to the backs of the hands. The palms are up. And we're just going to gently lean back. And this is a great stretch for your wrists and for your hands and for your fingers. And it feels amazing. I love this. It feels so good. So this is something you can do after yoga practice, or if your wrists and your hands start to bother you before your yoga practice, your yoga practice, you could stop and give them a quick stretch. Okay, so we're gonna come back to tabletop. So remember, wrists are under the shoulders and knees are under the hips. We're gonna come into a low lunge. So I'm gonna step this, actually, let me do the left side. It'll be easier for you to see. I'm gonna step this left foot forward. So both of my hands are framing this left foot. And I'm gonna slide this right leg back just a little bit, okay? The top of my right foot is on the floor, and my left knee is directly above my left ankle in a straight line, all right? So I'm gonna keep pressing my right palm into the mat, and I'm gonna take a big inhale, and I'm gonna reach this left arm up, the same side as the bent knee, and I'm gonna gaze up at that left hand coming into a little twist. Taking a big breath in, and a big breath out. One more big inhale, and one more big exhale. Lowering this left palm down. Now we're gonna shift the weight back, and all we're doing is straightening this left bent leg. Now it's straight, coming into a half split. Notice my foot is flexed, my toes are pointing up. We're gonna keep that foot flexed. Take an inhale, lift the chest, reach the chest forward towards the toes, and exhale, fold over that straight leg. We're stretching out the back of the left leg from our heel to our hip. So we're gonna hold here for a couple breaths. Keep this foot flexed, keep those toes pointing up on this left foot. That will help with the stretch for the back of the left leg. Let's hold for one more breath. Take an inhale, lift the chest, rebend into that front knee, coming back into our low lunge. Okay? And that's it. And we're gonna bring this left knee around, and we're gonna come back to our tabletop. I'm gonna turn this way to do the right size, just so you can see it from a different angle. So we're back in tabletop. I'm gonna step this right foot forward. I'm gonna slide the left leg back just a little, and I'm going to frame my right foot with both my hands. My right knee is in line with my right ankle in a straight line. Pressing this left palm into the mat, I'm gonna take an inhale and reach that right arm up, gazing up at that right hand. Take an inhale and an exhale, and lower that right palm down. And now I'm gonna shift the weight back, straightening this right front leg. The right foot stays flexed, toes are pointing up. Take an inhale, lift the chest, reach the chest forward towards those toes, and exhale, fold over that straight right leg. Stretching out the back of the right leg from the heel to the hip. Every inhale, maybe gain some length through the spine, and every exhale, maybe trying to fold a little bit deeper. Let's hold for one more breath. Take an inhale, lift the chest, rebend into that front thigh, coming back into your low lunge, and then we're going to come back into your tabletop on your hands and on your knees. We're gonna push back into a child's pose now. So you're gonna take your knees wide, but you're gonna keep your big toes together. So the big toes are touching, the knees are wide. We're gonna sit our hips back onto our heels, and we're gonna reach these arms out in front of us. We're gonna lower our chest down towards the mat or the floor, and we're gonna place our forehead on the floor. You're gonna keep pressing your hips back on your heels. Keep reaching with your arms and your fingertips. And breathe. Just breathe here, opening up the hips, stretching out the back. One more breath. And I'm going to bring my child's pose forward so you can see me at a different angle. We're going to stretch out our shoulders. So I want you to take your right arm, sweep it under your body, lower down onto that right shoulder and the right cheek of our face. Keep reaching with this left arm. Maybe come onto those left fingers, and we're stretching out that right shoulder. One more breath. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to take this left arm and reach it under the right, coming down onto our left shoulder, coming down to our left cheek, reaching that right arm forward, coming onto those right fingertips, stretching out our left shoulder, and stretching out this right armpit. And last breath. And we're going to come out of this child's pose, and we're going to make our way onto our backs. So shift the hips to the side. We're going to keep the knees bent, and we're going to lower down onto our forearms, and then we're going to lower down onto our back. So we're going to come into a back bend. This is a bridge. So make sure when you extend your arms, your fingertips could touch the backs of the heels. Keep pressing the feet into the mat, okay? The back of your head goes onto the floor. The arms are on the floor. The palms are on the floor. You're gonna press into the feet, and you're gonna lift the hips off the floor, maybe walking those shoulders down a little bit. You're gonna try to keep those knees pressing towards one another. You don't want those knees to open up wide. You wanna keep the feet flat on the floor, and you wanna keep pressing those knees towards one another. Keep your arms on the floor and your palms on the floor and the back of the head on the floor. Gazing up at the ceiling, we'll take a couple breaths. Breath in, breath out. Take an inhale. Exhale. We're going to walk those shoulders out and slowly lower those hips down. We're going to do that one more time. So let's take a breath or two here. Here we go for our second bridge. You're going to make sure that your fingertips can touch the backs of the heels. Arms are long and on the floor. Palms are on the floor. Feet are on the floor. Take an inhale and lift those hips off the floor. Maybe walk those shoulders under the body a little bit. Make sure the knees are pressing towards one another. Lift those hips as high as you can. Gazing up at the ceiling. Keep pressing into the feet. Let's take a breath in. And a breath out. We're slowly going to lower the hips, walking the shoulders out from under the body. Bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. And you're just gently going to rock from side to side. Nice job, guys. Now we're going to take our hands under our thighs. And could we rock up to a seat? And we're going to come forward. We're going to come back into that cross-leg seated position where we started our practice. And that's where we're going to end our practice. Sitting up nice and tall. The head is above the heart. The heart is above the hips. Our shoulders are down. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Take a big inhale, reach up. Maybe gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe gazing up. Exhale, lower the arms. Last one. Big inhale, reach up. Gaze up and exhale, lower the arms. Nice job, guys. That's our yoga practice for today. I hope you all had a really good time. I'm so glad we all got to move a little bit together today, and I'll see you soon. Bye, transition.